Should work. There we go. All right. Welcome, everybody. It's delightful to be with you again on a Saturday morning. And the other reason I really enjoy this class is I get to do this class on Wednesday, and it's always the first time I've ever done this particular class because I'm kind of inventing this particular basics and fundamentals curriculum as we go along. And it's really nice to have a second try. Not that it didn't go okay on Wednesday, but it's just really lovely. And it's a nice modest sized class. So we have the ability, I have the ability to see you too, which is just really delightful. Plus you guys, you know, it's Saturday and you're coming and doing your Tai Chi. So good morning, Julia. We're glad to have you here. So just a review of where we are, it is Halloween and in 2020. And we are continuing to explore our connections with our upper and lower body right now through Grasp the Bird's Tail. And then we'll be exploring some other things as well. We're going to look at shifting today. Last time we imagined a macaw. I finally remembered the name of the bird. Remember, we had a macaw and we were coming down as that macaw was on our arms, grasping that tail. And I told you we might even have a little bird coming our way, which we would also grasp that bird's tail. And that's what we're going to do today with right ward off. So that's where we are. So let's get started with sort of the warm up we've been doing for a while here. You can just mirror me if you want. For most of these beginning activities, there won't be a handedness to them. So do whatever makes you feel comfortable. And then if you can just feel your feet stand shoulder width apart and hook your head, the very, very top of your head, maybe lengthening that neck so you can feel the very, very top of your head. Gently hook it into the cloud or your favorite star or some other wonderful image for yourself. And then let's really magnetize the bottoms of your feet. And let's feel a gentle stretch between those points. So you're really, really hooked to that. Maybe the earth is your spacecraft and you're hooked with your magnetic boots. I mean, you are really, really hooked. And then you are also being pulled towards the stars. Gently, gently. And what about that middle body that gets so tense? What's your lower back doing? Think about that. Play around with that. Is it in the center? Is it in the center front, back? Is it in the center left, right? Get a feeling for that. And then we're going to come up and practice opening for a minute. We're going to feel a stretch across our shoulder blades in the back, turning our upper arms, and then sort of filling those arms with air, stretching them out. They come all the way to shoulder height, and then those elbows droop, those shoulders are down. And then we push down like we're pushing a balloon or a big beach ball into the water until you kind of can't push anymore. And then we're going to come back. And we're going to do this. This is actually a move. The first preparation we did is called prepare. And this is called opening. And in our style, Yan family style, it is done with your knees not locked, soft, but your legs straight. In some styles, it's done with your legs bent. But we also have an exercise we've done where we've more than softened our knees, we've bent our knees a little bit, and we bring our our arms up as we extend those legs. And then we do the same arms, but we come down. Remember, we were breathing in and out. So let's breathe in. And out. And if you have a better speed to go to breathe in and out, you feel free to do that. If you want to slow down, if you want to speed up, that's fine. You do not have to synchronize with me. Feel that. Watch those shoulders now. It's so easy that as you come up, those shoulders might just come up with you, but no, the back of those shoulders, if anything, just sort of stays down, goes down, really nice on your back. And as we come up this time, can we go out? And in and down. We know this position, right? And out, stretching taffy. And in and down. Nice. And out. Imagine every part of your upper arm is connected to every other part. From your shoulder down to your elbow. And then we could kind of wave those in too, right? Pushing a little bit. And pulling a little bit. And everything is still connected, but now you're pushing and pulling. Lovely. Lovely. And down. And you can actually stand up. Thank you. And let's check in with our bodies. What is it? Is it your neck? Is it your shoulders? Is it your knees? Is it your hips? You know, what part of you? I see necks going. Give that a little try. What works for you? Gently, gently. If you feel any crunching, please don't. You could owl it on our, what Kelly, one of our teachers, calls a Tai Chi pole. So let that head go on the Tai Chi pole. You can do that too, but whatever feels right. And you know, maybe those shoulders. I like the idea of like being a turtle, you know, how maybe my shoulders can come up over my head like a sweatshirt down the front. That's really good for me. But whatever you need, because for a lot of you, this is Saturday morning and your body just might need some warming up, right? Yeah. How about your waist? How about hula hooping? Hula hooping. Yeah, oh man, you guys are good at this. Go in both directions. This is also a really good thing. If you could imagine hula hooping as a gorilla, you know, because this area, we've talked about that, this area just really needs to loosen up and feel like it can move. So, you know, whatever you can do to kind of get your middle lower body just relaxed is really good. And then one other thing I like to do is let's just stand in the corner, stand on that back foot and heel, toe, your own pace again, just a little bit of that. Getting that back leg, which is not locked, but is pretty straight, that back leg to carry you and sort of getting it warmed up. And let's do the other side. Stand in the corner. When we say open to the corner, this is the kind of thing we mean, that our whole body, unless we've turned that upper body separately, is to the corner. And then we'll come to the other side again, stand in that corner, and let's do big toe, little toe, big toe, little toe. All you're doing is turning that leg. You are not moving your hips. So if you're doing this, that's not it, right? It is just, you could just think of turning your thigh, right? See if you can do that. This is much better. Oh, fabulous. A little harder to do it that way, but that's what we're all about here. Other side. Big toe, little toe, big toe, little toe, big toe, little toe. Wonderful. It's another one of those things that you can do while you're, you got your coffee or your tea in the microwave. And we can shake it out. And I want to review for us that exercise that we did last time where we turned and turned back. So, and we sort of threw parts of our body. So just to remember that, we came down and we're pushing. Remember that at the end of opening, we're pushing down and have this nice, pretty bent position at this point because we've been pushing down. And we turned our upper body. And when we did, our arms can just move with us, right? But then we thought, well, what if we were kind of throwing those arms? Like you could turn it and they would actually fly out, right? And you could turn it and they would actually fly out. And it's not like I want them to fly out and bump around like that a lot. But remember, you're not turning your lower body, just your upper body. You're connecting that all together, just your upper body and your lower body, okay? And now I want you to sort of control that a little more. We're gonna turn and the arms fly out just a little bit. And we're gonna turn back. Remember this, the back hand sort of flies up as you turn and it pushes a button. And we'll just bring it down. And then we're gonna turn back, and that comes up and pushes a button. But do you remember that I'm gonna come a little closer. Do you remember that the other hand that's not pushing the button is gonna come down in this beautiful position where the hands are down and you've still got this nice, it's still this arm, in a lot of ways, except that it's sort of facing back, right? It's facing back. So it's not this way, it's this way, and it's down, right? So we're going to be looking at this position. Kelly, one of our teachers, calls this the click position, like it's time, it's your Kodak moment. Like we're going to get into this position, click, there it is. We're going to go past it. We're going to do all sorts of things, but you want to recognize it's this one up, one down position. And what we're doing right now is we're connecting that to our lower body or to our middle body turn, right? So turn back, you push a button and the other hand comes down. It's a little tiny bit in front of you. And it's just sort of hanging out there, right? And then let's bring it down and let's turn and turn back. Push that button and come down. All right, so it's a lot like patting your head and rubbing your stomach. Turn, back hand's gonna push a button. The other hand's gonna go down. Beautiful, yep, we got it. And come down. And turn back. Back hand's gonna push a button as it comes forward. Yeah. And let's let it come down. And speeding it up a little. Turn, backhand pushes the button. Turn back. Nice. I like the coordination I'm seeing. Come down and turn. Turn back. Yep. And come back. Down. And again. Turn. Turn back. Yeah, it's you guys are doing it. You really are. We're trying to get this in our bodies a little bit. Turn. Turn back, push that button. All right. When we actually do the move, sometimes helpful to think of reaching out to grab something, okay? So let's actually now, with our hands here, let's close them. When we actually do this move in the form, we'll be stepping as we close. So I'm just kind of saying that. And then, remember we talked about how this tiger's mouth could be hungry. So get yourself a hungry tiger's mouth. Tiger's mouth is hungry. Why don't you put your other arm up for a minute and grab it, pull it. Feel how you can pull your own arm. Pull your own arm. That's actually often you're either have something and you're giving it to your other hand, or you're coming over and you're going to grab and pull. So let's actually try adding that in. We're here. We're going to turn back, push a button and go down. And close. And then we could open, feel grabbing when you open. We could open and now look. You could grab and pull, but you could be back in this position, right? And we could close again. And we could grab and pull, right? This kind of thing happens a lot in the form. Let's do it on the other side. We're gonna turn back, push a button. One side is usually easier, one side is usually harder. Close, hungry upper arm, pull. Now, right now we're not turning. Sometimes we're turning, sometimes we're not. When we go opposite each other, sometimes we're not turning. And we could close. Oftentimes when we're closing, we're stepping. And we could pull. And see how this position comes back. One up, one down, right? And coming back. Now let's just do this one more time. On this side, because I don't think we've done it as much. We're gonna turn back, push a button, and close. And for now, open and close and open. Nice. And come back down. All right, now I want you to remember, we're gonna be turning to the corner a little bit because I want you to remember this, this other move that we made. We went over last time. And that's that grasping the bird's tail with the macaw, right? So let's add that in. Here we go. We're going to be on this, on turning this way now. We're going to turn, our arms fly out just a teeny bit. Turn back, push the button. Nice. Close our arms. Now, can you turn to the corner and turn your body to the corner? That's good. Yeah, you want to turn your body towards a corner that's near your upper arm. And then I want you to lift your lower arm, and it has a macaw on it, and I want you to grasp that bird's tail, pushing down. Lovely. The arm's pretty straight. Just see that arm. It's pretty straight. It's not completely straight. Elbow always down. Otherwise, your shoulder's going to go up. Elbow down. Nice. We'll do it on that side again. We're going to go, let's see, we're going to turn, turn back, close, get ourselves turned towards that upper arm elbow, just to the corner, so that now that hand almost looks like it could be grabbing towards the front, right? Now this arm is just going to come up almost like it was bowling towards the side of the room. You feel that? It's going to come up. It's got a big macaw on it though. Lift that macaw and stroke it. And you're going to turn and look at the corner. I mean, you're going to look at the side of the room. Okay? Lovely. Terrific. Let's do it on the other side. And we're going to turn back, push a button, close. Now this time, upper arm, we're going to turn towards that side corner. We can just kind of stand in that corner if you want. We're going to be thinking about sort of bowling with this arm, but there's a macaw on that bottom arm. Lift the macaw, truly stand in the corner and look to the side of the room. Lovely. That arm is straight but bent. It's never like this, right? But that elbow's down. Looks good. Looks really, really good, you guys. Fabulous. All right. Now, I want you to, turn towards me if you're still there. Let's do it one more time on that side. We're gonna turn back, push a button, close our arms, turn to the corner, turn to the corner of the upper arm side, and then we're gonna lift the macaw, right? Now, I want you to see. Yeah, can we turn to the other corner? Just like go like this. Great, fabulous, guys. You're amazing. All right, now I want you to turn your whole body back and then Queen's wave this arm that turned, Queen's wave and pull. Yes, and exactly. And I want this down. Lovely. Lovely. And then we can close. And, oh, did I do this right? Yeah, now we got to turn again, sorry. Now we're going to turn more so that the lower arm is to the front. There you go. And now I want you to just bring it up and have a small bird on it. A very small bird on it. Fabulous. Fabulous. You may recognize this position because this is where we did rollback from. So we're going to do this on the, so now what I want to do is we're going to do this with the footwork, but I want to go over all the footwork first. So I'm just trying to familiarize you with the kind of things that your arms are going to be doing, and they're going to be coming in and out of that. So at one point, you've got that arm, and that arm's going to Queen's wave across and grab and pull. So it's going to be over here or, over here, whichever way, but they're going to Queen's wave and pull out. There'll be one of them at a time, right? And the other hand will come down. So that's where we are. Don't feel like you have to have it yet, but I want to now go back to our footwork and take a look at that. So, so let's go into our footwork. I want you to shift over to this side, turn out, bend both knees, shift all your weight over to this foot, and step. make a bow step. Okay? And now I want you to shift back and come forward. Remember, we talked about that. One foot straightens and 1 foot bends. And when it does, you don't want to do this, right? You don't want to do that. You want to turn your hips a little bit so they're on railroad tracks. Turn your hips a little bit so they're on railroad tracks. Fabulous. All right. Now I want to teach you some footwork here. I'm going to actually go the same direction as you. That's going to make it easier. We're going to shift to the left, turn out to the right, bend both knees, all our weight on the right side, step out, and push with the back, absorb with the front. Front knee is bent, back knee is straight. Then we're going to come back bending both knees. Get your gorilla on. You're at the center now. Let the weight have gone into your left heel. I want you to turn to the corner, turn to the right. Now look down, your feet should be parallel, right? Got it? We're gonna, now this left foot is your new back foot. That's hard to figure out, but that's what's gonna happen. You're gonna push with the ball of your right foot and start thinking that we're going towards the side of the room. So this left foot is our new back foot, and we're going to go stand on it. Stand on that foot and actually bring your right foot in. Let it hang or touch, whichever you want, right next to that left foot. Then we're going to go out for a bow step, stretching out as if you have railroad tracks in this direction, and push heel, ball, toe, bend knee. Fabulous. Let's do that again. A little faster, shifting to the left, turning out to the right, bend both knees, all our weight on the right. We're going to unfold the left leg, push with the back, absorb with that front left foot, and you're at the corner. You're open to the corner. Have your gorilla on. Relax. Okay? You're open to the corner. Then we're going to push with the back foot, absorb a little bit with the, push with the left foot, sorry. Push with the left foot just a little, coming sort of back till both knees are bent, and pivot on the left heel until you're standing in the corner. Then push with that right foot. All of your weight goes on your left. You're still standing in that corner. Bring your right foot in, extend it out, and then your hips to that corner as you push forward into a bow stance. How's that? Any questions on that? Let's do it one more time. Speed it up a little bit more. We're going to shift to the left, turn out to the right, bend both knees, all our weight on the right, unfold that left foot and push. Forward leg bends, that left leg bends. Then we're going to come back to center, pivot on that left foot and turn to the corner. Our feet are parallel. Push with the right foot. Keep thinking about staying in the corner, but you can start thinking of the side of the room now as your front direction. We're going to bring that right foot in, bring it out, heel, ball, toe, bend knee as we go forward. Okay, this is what we do for left ward off and then right ward off. Now is the moment of truth. We're gonna put the left ward off stuff together with the right ward off stuff, and you didn't even know. And we are not gonna do it on both sides. We've practiced the skills on both sides, but we're only gonna do it on one side because these moves are actually called left ward off and right ward off. And it's gonna really confuse you if we do it on the other side for right now. So let's give this a try. We're gonna actually get into this position by preparing. Preparing is what we do at the start of class, hooking our head up, hooking our feet down there onto the spaceship with our metal boots, the way we did it today, and letting our arms hang, relaxing our middle body, being centered. And then we're going to feel that expansion across our back, turning our arms, letting them float up till they come to our shoulders. This is opening. And we are pushing down until we can't push anymore. Now, we're going to shift our weight to the left. As we turn out to the right, our arms swing following that turn. We've practiced that. As we sink our weight, our arms and upper body swing back. We push a button with our right hand. Our left hand is pointing down. All our weight on the right foot, we can pick up the left, step, close. The left arm is underneath. It's about to get a macaw on it. Push with that back right foot. As you turn to the corner and lift a big macaw and look to the side of the room. Oh, you guys look fabulous. Well done. Well done. Now hold this position. All right. Be thrilled by this position. Now, don't do anything with your arms. Bend that back knee, that right knee, and pivot on that left heel and turn, just that little turn. Now what I want you to do is as you push to stand on your left foot, you're going to push with your right, stand on your left, but as you do this, I want you to Queen's wave the left arm and pull across as you go. And of course, your right arm is going to point down. You're in one of those click positions. Then I want you to close your arms halfway as you bring your right foot in, and then close as you finish closing the full way, you can step out and you are closed. Your left arm is on top, your right arm is underneath. Your weight is still on your left foot, but there's a little tiny weight on your right heel. Then we're going to push with our left foot, absorb with our right, and there's a small sparrow on the shelf of your bottom arm, your right arm. It raises and oh, beautiful. You've got its tail. You guys have got this. Wonderful. Terrific. That is right ward off. I think we have to do that several times, don't you? Those of you who are new, I'm just astounded by that, by the fact that you got it. Are there any questions before we do it again? Okay, we're going to do it again, and then we're going to start at the push down. We're going to do it again, and then we're just going to go into roll back, press, and push so you can feel what's happening. And then we're going to practice these moves a couple of times, because what we want to do right now is try to get this move down. And Carol Ann, I know you have done these moves before, so you can work on really keeping your weight down and your body expanded as you do this. Because we're going to be going slower than is easy, actually, but it's how I can call it out. Any questions before we do this? Okay, let's do it. So we're going to actually start from the end of the push down position. We are centered, we have prepared, we've gone up and opening, and we're pushing down. We're shifting to the left, turning out to the right. Our arms fly out. As we turn our upper body back to push the button, we bend both knees and shift our weight to the right. We unfold the left as we close. That's this closed step I talked about. Most of our weight is on the back, but we have a little on that left heel. Now we're going to push and turn, stand in that corner and lift the macaw. Look to the side of the room. Fabulous. Now we're going to bend that right knee a little bit, turn our body, and as we do, we're pivoting on the left heel. Now our feet are parallel, and our arms really haven't moved. This is the moment as we shift our weight, Queen's wave, the thumb comes down towards you. Queen's wave, that upper arm, and pull. The lower arm is going to push, is going to get into that down position. I mean, the right arm is going to push down, and all your weight's at the left. Then we're going to close our arms and bring our foot in, and then bring it out in one smooth move as we close our arms. And then a small bird on the lower arm, you raise it up. Nice. Wonderful. Questions? Okay, let's do it again. From the beginning, opening, our arms float up and down, pushing down. When we can't push anymore, shift left, turn out to the right, bend both knees, push a button. We're going to step out with the left, close our arms. Then big macaw, turn to the corner, look to the side of the room. That's left ward off, right ward off. It feels like our weight's coming back on that right foot a little bit. We turn our whole body about 45 degrees. Our feet are now parallel. Then Queen's wave, thumb towards you, and grab, pull. Our arms are apart in that push position. All our weight's on the left. Bring the right foot in and out as we close. Then little sparrow on our shelf, grasp the bird's tail. Cool. All right, talk to me, new guys. Got any questions on that? Besides it needing, you know, like 50 times practice because it feels really, really weird and you're doing so much stuff at the same time. Oh, I can't hear you, Rima.
I didn't exactly say anything, but I feel like I can't remember each next move until you say shift your weight or whatever. I have no idea what's next, but
right. And you shouldn't at this point. You shouldn't. Yeah. And the whole point is that we'll practice it enough that you get it in your body. Once this move is in your body, it's just really, really wonderful. And I'm gonna walk you through the whole thing and you'll get a glimpse of that. So before we stop today, I'm gonna walk you through the whole thing. Any other questions or comments? Okay, one more time, we're gonna go through it. This is the whole grasp the bird's tail, and I'm gonna walk you through it all. And then we're gonna learn this, because we've been introduced to the whole thing. First, we prepare. You guys kind of know how to do that. Get centered, get connected. Then we're going to go into opening across our back, lifting those arms up. They float up. The elbows droop. We're pushing down like we're pushing into the water until we can't push anymore. Then we're shifting to the left, turning out to the right with that right foot. Our arms have flown out, but now they come back. We push a button and we sink. Then we step and close. Push with the back, absorb with the front, turn our hips to the corner, and that's the macaw. We're going to stroke its tail as it came up. This is left ward off, right ward off. We're going to bend both knees, that back knee, that right knee bends, turn a quarter of a turn or an eighth of a turn. Then as we turn back, that queen's wave with the upper left hand pulls. And we're in another one of those positions, one up and one down, all our weight on the left foot. Then we step and close. Right arm comes up, small bird, grasping its tail. There we are in right ward off. Roll back, upper body only, and our arms turn to the corner with those beautiful queen's waves. Remember that? Pushing out to the corner. We're going to keep our arms in that position as we push with the front foot, absorb with the back, and just turn our whole body to the corner. Back knee is now bent, front knee is straight. Then that right arm is going to keep circling around as we turn back. So we're looking at that side of the room and we're ready to press forward. So we do, bending the front knee, straightening the back. Then we turn our shoulders and our arms open. And oh, we're gorillas now. We're going to grab sort of and pull. You don't see that grab, but I want you to think about it. Over the garage door, up the diagonal. Yeah, that's push. Wonderful. Then once you have this, you'll be able to stand up if you want. Come here to the next side of the room, as it were, and you could start again, right? We're not going to do it now because we're just about out of time, but you could do grasp the bird's tail in all four directions as a warm-up, as something to just enjoy as you're doing it. So we've been introduced to all the pieces, and at the same time, we've been introduced to a lot of the skills that you need, because it isn't just a matter of, oh, move this arm, move this arm. It's connect this arm to the rest of your body and integrate it. And you guys look just fabulous. Any final questions? No? Are we hanging in there? Okay, good.
Yes, I just want to say that I wish I'd started this way instead of, I got into a group that was way, way ahead of me, and I just had to try to copy everybody as we went along, and I missed a lot of minute details that make a huge difference.
They do make a huge difference because you start to see the relationships of things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's one of the lovely things about basics and fundamentals is we can take our time. It is true, guys, as hard as this seems, the standard way it's done is you learn these two moves, the macaw and the sparrow moves on your second and third class. And it is just too much as far as I'm concerned. It really is a lot easier to learn push first, So anyway, that's where we are with the whole thing. Any final comments or questions?
Is it my imagination, or did we add something at the very end the last time we did it that we weren't doing before? We ended with a little sparrow, and then you did something else the last time.
Right. Last time we didn't have the little sparrow. No, this is your new move. There was a whole new move that I snuck in called right ward off. So left ward off is where you've got the macaw, and then right ward off is where that's right ward off.
But then you did something else after that at the very
Oh
end.
yeah, because we'd actually done those before, but we'd done them on both sides where we started from this position, but I didn't tell you it was the right ward off position. And then you may remember that we learned how to Queen's wave and turn our upper body. You might have missed that one of those classes. And then how we came back with it, that was one of the, this is a rollback. And then press is where we practice this move. You may remember, depending on which classes you went to. We practiced this move and pressing out. So that was press and then yes. So this is all of Grasp the Bird's Tail, is all of these moves strung together, each of which has a different Tai Chi energy, each of which has a different, has all of these amazing basics and fundamentals. I mean, it's amazing what the creators, what Yang Lushan, who created this form, put together in these first moves. It's the signature sequence it's the first 5 moves. So you guys will be getting that, but it's very rich, and it is, as you could attest, right? Really complicated. But it's really lovely. It's just such a lovely, thing to once you get it in your body. So we'll get it in your bodies as we go on. Any other questions before we close class? We are good then.
I'll be gone next week.
Okay, that was Carol Ann?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Well, thanks for letting us know. So thank you all. Excited to be with you this morning. I hope you have an okay weekend.
I hope you have a good weekend too, Dee Dee. See you later.
Yeah.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So my house got a new baby this week.